Hello,
And welcome back.
welcome back to Sick.
Sick. See you next
See you next Tuesday.
It is, in fact, another week, another
It
episode.
is, yes.
I'm very excited
And
for this
today,
one.
I was gonna say we're gonna be talking about something that's kind of topical right now. I feel like.
Absolutely, we're on the trends. We're going to be talking about the new 2024 Mean Girls.
Yes, the musical Mean Girls, the musical.
Mean Girls, the musical to movie adaptation.
Yes, the adaptation of the movie of the Broadway musical
To the movie. Yes.
to the movie.
So many layers.
Yeah, so you've seen this movie twice in theaters now, correct?
I, in fact, have. And actually, I'm seeing it a third time later today.
Oh my goodness, I have seen it once.
And you know what? That's pretty good. I'll allow it.
But I took my notes. I kept everything in the dome, so I know what I'm ready to think about this movie.
No, that's incredible. I first time didn't take any notes. I just needed to experience it. I needed to sit there and take it
That's
in.
so smart. I didn't do that.
That's okay, because I knew I was seeing it again quite truly the next day.
Yeah. I actually thought about seeing it again, but then I was like, I really just, we got to get
You
this
don't want
going.
to.
I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also both just recently rewatched the original from 2004 as well.
Absolutely we did. And it was the first time in a while for me.
Okay, mine, it's not as long as you, but
Mm-hmm.
it has also been a little bit for me as well.
I remember it was like my 2012 religion class. My teacher put on Mean Girls.
That's such an interesting movie for a religion class to be putting on.
That's such a valid point, and I wholeheartedly agree. But loved it.
Did she have her reasonings, or did she just...
She did not. She was a quirky little teacher. She also was the one who showed me a cartoon and told me that it was a documentary of gay people burning in hell.
I know the woman. Love the woman.
Love Miss Litherland. Shout out. Hope you're doing
if you're
well.
listening.
Yeah, so that's fully the last time I saw it, and I feel like that was during its big resurgence where everyone rediscovered it as a teenager and started quoting it every day.
I would argue one of the most quotable movies of our generation.
Absolutely. That's what I discovered rewatching it, that I knew every line.
Yeah.
And hadn't seen it for 10
It's
years.
crazy. I love the movie so much.
Me too.
Overall, what did you think of the musical adaptation?
That's such a good question. So I'm a fan of the musical, like the Broadway show. Went to see
Yes.
it. I've seen it twice on Broadway. And it's fun. That one's kind of fun, trashy. And then this movie is like a hybrid of the two. It's different from both. But I loved it.
Yeah, I agree. I loved it. I have not seen the Broadway version. I have seen many clips from the Broadway version.
Yeah.
Beyond my choice.
Okay.
So I've seen a bit of the Broadway version, not obviously enough, but I don't know very much about the Broadway version compared to what you obviously know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like what this did is they took the songs from the Broadway show, well, some of them, and then completely rearranged them to make them sound like pop music.
More for a movie versus a Broadway show.
Yes, which honestly I loved, because I was nervous. I heard that they filmed this movie in a month, and I said, "Oop."
Oh, did they?
Yes.
That's wild, actually.
Insane. I remember seeing the announcement that they were filming it, and then it felt like a week later they were like, Mean Girls Rap Party. I was like, what?
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Wow.
So yeah, filmed insanely quickly, and also just famously musical to movie adaptations can be rough. They can be bad. Dear Evan
They can be
Hansen
bad.
in
They
recent
can be
years.
good.
They can be good.
Very hard agree. Never seen the Dear Evan Hansen Broadway show, but I'm sure it is better than the movie.
It is. I loved it when I went to see it in 2017. And the movie's she's rough.
Yeah.
But then you've got Chicago, which is better.
You've got Mamma Mia.
You have got Mamma Mia, which is also better.
Yeah.
So it's a mixed bag.
No, but I kind of agree with what I've seen is that this definitely took a more pop route for the music in the show, and I actually I liked it a lot, I thought.
Me too. I think it really worked because I feel like a lot of big Broadway musical numbers would be a lot for screen.
Yeah.
Because we're not making a Broadway musical, we're making a movie musical.
Exactly. And considering they were attempting to hide the fact that they were a musical in the beginning,
Which is crazy.
It is probably a good thing that they went more of the pop music route than the Broadway theater musical route.
Absolutely. Have you been seeing all that stuff online about all those people who went to see it and didn't realize it was going to be a musical?
Oh, of course I have. And I'm like, at this point, are you that like ignorant of the world to not know? Because they've been talking about it for like 4 months.
Yeah. And when the first trailer came out, everyone was complaining that there were no songs in it because it was a musical.
So I don't get those people. I feel like at this point it's sort of like a bandwagon to jump on.
Yeah, like maybe take a guess.
Like, literally, what?
Yeah. Read the description
Watch
of
a
the
trailer.
movie you're going to see.
The trailers after that show that it is in fact a musical. So just watch a single trailer and you're fine.
So true. So true. Like Renee Rapp has a little sing in the trailer. She's not doing that out of context.
Literally, I'm sorry that you're that dense. Like, it's what?
Rip them to shreds.
I would like to say, in terms of the musical movie, my first note that I did take.
Yes.
Just verbatim, this is what I wrote down.
Please
and
share.
it does say Renee.
Oh my god, I love Renee.
And that's it.
Oh my god, so true.
Literal queen bee.
I'm obsessed with Renee.
That movie just skyrocketed my love for her to insurmountable numbers.
Oh, I'm so glad. See, so when I went to see Mean Girls on Broadway, I unfortunately did not get to see Renee Rapp as Regina George. Would have loved to. Would quite literally sell a limb to. Loved Taylor Lautner though, she killed. I have seen a cheeky little bootleg with Renee in it, and she slaughters. She's so good. Of
course she does.
I mean, she has to. She quite literally can't do anything but. But one of the main reasons I was excited for this movie was that I was going to get a recorded soundtrack version of Regina's songs by Renee Rapp.
Yes, and World Burns is
insane.
Chef's kiss.
I love Regina's songs as well. They're so fun. They're so sexy.
Yeah, I think she probably has the best songs in the movie.
I agree. And in the show.
Also, in terms of Renee, the incredible interviews that we have gotten out of this
so good
promotion of the movie, they're phenomenal. She's quite possibly the funniest person on the planet.
No, I 100% yes and agree with that. I've watched every single one. I actually have rewatched some of the 40-minute ones with my family and made them watch.
I have some of them downloaded on my phone in my photos.
I need to do that.
I have laughed so hard.
It's so good. I love the woman. I need her to never get media training.
I think that this movie would have been an absolute shit show if she had not been in it.
I agree. But she's so good. No,
she is absolutely incredible and the best person in the world they could have ever hired.
You could not have picked a better Regina, for sure.
No, you could not.
Yeah.
So good.
Because, like, acting killed. Singing?
So good.
She does it all. I'm trying to I don't actually even have a note about Renee, I think, because
it was just a given.
Yeah.
It was just, like, obvious. Like, you didn't even need to mention it.
I walked into the theater knowing she was going to quite literally murder, and then she did.
I think I had literally the same expectations, and I was probably exceeded, but honestly, it was just incredible.
So good. Because you haven't seen Sex Lives of College Girls either, right?
No, I haven't.
This was your first time seeing her act?
Just clips.
Just clips.
Yeah.
Well, what a fun little treat for you. What a fun introduction to Renee on the screen.
She's great.
She's so good.
Now, I feel like in terms of the musical, I do have a controversial opinion.
Oh my god, okay. What's your controversial opinion?
And this is going to cause some backlash, I feel like, between you and I, maybe. I actually don't know what your opinion is on this.
Okay.
Stupid with Love.
Yes.
I loved it.
Interesting.
I absolutely loved it. That was my second note. I literally was like, wait a minute, this is so fun. This is so cute. This is just like a very awkward little ditty with a cute little beat in the background. And I have heard the Broadway version. I've seen it. Mm-hmm. And I don't love it.
So I was having this conversation with my mother the other day because I was listening to the movie soundtrack because it just came out on Spotify.
Yes.
And she was like, oh, this song's so cute. I love it. This is a new one, right? And I was like, baby girl, no. No, it's not. It's in the original show. And then I played it to her and she was like, I like the movie one better.
Yeah, I really did.
I think I prefer the arrangement. Like, it's fun, it's cute, it's poppy.
It's more of a song to me versus the musical, which to me just felt like a narrative.
I agree. Because it was definitely, like, that was one of the songs replacing the voiceovers from the 2004 movie. So it was truly for narrative.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. Can Angari Rice sing? Not really.
No.
And that's
but
okay.
Does she need to? No.
No, I honestly...
Especially with Stupid with Love, she doesn't need to sing well. Like,
yeah.
it was fine.
And I like that they rearranged it for her to make it sound like cute.
I agree. It definitely fit her. Like, that's the style of music that would probably go with her voice if she were ever to be a singer. Please, Angari Rice, don't do it, become a singer.
Don't do it, baby.
But the Mean Girls production really helped you so much.
Yeah. And Renee was in the little booth with her, being her little producer and
that's adorable.
coach. I love that.
But also just the scene itself, I don't even remember if this is in the Broadway show because I watched one clip and that's it.
Yes.
But like in the movie when she like smells the pen and like gets on the swing in the desk behind her, I was like, that's so funny.
It's
like that's
so funny.
Good.
That is not in the Broadway show.
It was so funny. That's what really sold. I feel like what happened in the scene really sold the song for me, and that is probably my most played song off of the Broadway or the musical movie soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It is.
Okay, it's not my most played, but I definitely have it saved.
My most played is that one, and then it's probably Revenge Party.
I love Revenge Party. That's my dad's favorite song from the Broadway show.
Really?
Yeah.
It was so fun. I only saved 3 songs. Don't kill me.
Okay, what was the third?
It was World Burns.
I was going to say it would probably have to be.
Yeah.
That's wild. I, in fact, did save them all.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I had to.
It'd be wrong of you not to. Yeah.
It would be so off-brand. It would be insane. Yeah, also that brings me to one of my other notes. I think that the cinematography and like some of the creative choices went crazy.
Give me an example.
So, like in Stupid with Love, or even in Meet the Plastics, when we meet Regina, like when they would change like the color and cut between what was going on in Katie's head to what was actually happening, and like making it like very idealized, heightened musical versus reality. Love that. Yeah,
I think that they did a really good job with that too. For a second I thought you were gonna be like hate that, but
no, I loved.
Okay, good. Yeah. When you were like went crazy, I was like that could go either way.
No, it went positively crazy. Went crazy, not derogatory.
Yes. I agree.
That's so fun.
My next note on it is similar to my first note, and it is in fact Ashley Park.
Ashley Park. Oh, I love that she's here because where is she not?
So true. That goes everywhere.
Everywhere. And I want her to be actually in more places.
As she should be. Amen.
As she should be.
Remember
I love
when she bought shoes with you?
I fully do. Sketches by Ashley Park with me every day.
Girl is everywhere.
Everywhere. At every New York subway station.
Thanksgiving Day, Macy's Day Parade.
Ashley Park.
I think she's everywhere.
She's actually in my room right now. I'm staring at the Mean Girls poster.
She made me laugh so hard. I loved the woman.
When she tried the little wet look.
No, plus it was, oh my God, that was so funny.
I love it.
And she, because of course she was in the Broadway musical.
She was the original Gretchen Wieners.
Yeah, what a cute little callback.
I know. I loved the little, I mean, this is jumping ahead, but I loved the cast members that they included. Like, love that Tim Meadows came back.
I agree. Yes. Okay. No, let's talk about it. Tim Meadows coming back was the cutest thing ever. And also, speaking of Tim Meadows, and also with Tina Fey, I thought it was the coolest thing ever how in the musical they were a married couple.
I love that, especially because
they were flirting and all that, and she's going through a divorce in the first one, so it was like a cute little sequel almost. Like,
right? And I'm so glad that I rewatched the original the night before, because I quite truly completely forgot that.
No,
happened.
same. And then I watched it. I was like, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like, oh, hello. So I loved that they were together. That was so cute.
Yes. So I loved that they brought Tim Meadows back.
And I mean, love that Tina Fey reprised her role.
Of course. She had to.
She had to.
Wrote the damn thing.
It's her thing. Also,
exactly.
Random note, but her acting's got so much better since 2004.
Wait, she's definitely gotten a lot better. I feel like in the beginning it was more of like comedy, but now it's like she's an actor.
She's an actor.
Yeah.
I loved it. Also, Tina Fey in an interview was like, yeah, it works. I want it to be a universe where in 2004 that actually did happen for Miss Norbury, and then cycles just repeat, and she sees the same thing over and over again as a teacher.
That's what I was like. It's funny because it's sort of like it's happening again. Because even in the spoiler alert, should I say it?
The Lindsay of it all?
Yeah, the Lindsay of it all.
Yeah.
So like when good old Lindsay Lohan comes back and she is the... Yeah, like the star of the movie.
I lost my mind. I didn't know that was coming.
No, I didn't either. They made that one a big old secret that I had no idea
I saw that
about.
She was at the premiere. I just thought that she was invited because she's Lindsay Lohan.
That's what I thought too. I was like, obviously the original Katie's gonna come and be at the premiere.
Yeah, because original Damien was there as well, and he's not in the movie.
Yeah, and so I was absolutely like blown away. But in terms of this movie sort of being a sequel to the original is when they're like, oh, we have a tie. This is the second time in history this has happened.
I lost my mind at that line.
I was like, that's so
This has only
funny.
happened once before. She's so funny. She's so right.
She really is.
And my mom, Don, lost her little mind at Honey, I Don't Know Your Life. She like was quite truly the only one in the cinema losing her mind.
Good for Donna. That's so funny.
She was like, she doesn't know your life.
That's
it was like, so true, she doesn't. I did have to lean over to my dad when I watched it with him, and I was like, that is Lindsay Lohan. He said, what?
Oh my god, he didn't even know?
But I mean, when I told him, he was like, of course it is.
Yeah.
Because he looked confused. I could tell the joke wasn't landing,
similar.
so I had to explain it.
No, yeah. Such a good little cameo. Like, that was incredible.
So good.
And blew me away, so...
No, literally, I screamed.
Yeah.
I lost my little mind. Also this isn't a cameo from the original movie, but another random cameo that I picked up, Nia Sue from Dance Moms.
Wait, where is she? Where is she?
One of the like TikTok video things. I think it was the reaction to Regina.
There's a ton of like influencers in that whole collage. Chris Olsen from TikTok is on there.
Sure.
The guy who like flies coffee out to all the celebrities and is really close friends with Meghan Trainor.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. No, he was on Tana Major's podcast. Yes.
Yeah, he was also apparently getting death threats for being in the movie. So that's cool.
Wait, is he the one? He got like a full line in it, right? He was like the third video to pop up.
Like that's so unprofessional. It's even in the trailer.
Yes. Okay.
So like people knew he was going to be in it.
Why did he get death threats?
Beyond the point. Because I couldn't tell you. And then the other one I recognized was the Merrill twins, which are like a little
I recognize them
twin
too.
Group. Yeah.
Yes.
They had I saw them a few times in it.
Yeah. See, they didn't surprise me. Nia Sue from Dance Moms, I was like, baby girl, what are you doing here?
I didn't even clock that one, honestly.
I only clocked it because she posted for the premiere and she was like so honored to be on the big screen in this movie. And I was like, oh my God, she's in this? And then she popped up for 1 second.
Girl, this is your breakthrough.
Oh my God, her film debut.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I just thought I needed to give Nia a shout out.
Yeah, no, that's a good shout out to give.
Thank you. And then this is the one thing we've actually already talked about. But we're kind of on the topic of cameos. What the hell's Amy Poehler?
Okay, where's Amy Poehler? Couldn't agree more. She could have played Regina's mom again.
She should have played Regina's mom again.
She couldn't. That would have been probably, especially because
so good.
Amy Poehler is so iconic in that movie.
So iconic.
Like,
no one else can do it.
Exactly. So bring her back. And what? Tina Fey couldn't get her?
Yeah, I'm like,
Sorry,
what? They don't talk?
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Have they just not kept in contact since the movie?
So that's like probably the biggest one for me is where the hell is Amy Poehler? Because the world needs her.
The world
when
needs
the world
her.
needed her most, she disappeared.
Where is she?
Oh my God, fire truck.
Are you okay?
They're coming to arrest me right now for having the opinion about Stupid with Love.
That tracks.
But the other one besides Amy Poehler that I would have loved to see in the movie is Lizzie Kaplan.
True.
Because when I was rewatching the 2004 one, she was like a standout for me. Or Amanda Seyfried.
Or Amanda. Rachel said that she like doesn't want to be associated with Mean Girls anymore.
Yeah,
right?
I can see Rachel McAdams not being in it just because of Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, because she wasn't in that
Rachel
ad.
McAdams.
I mean, Rachel McAdams is doing just fine.
Yeah. Same with Amanda Seyfried, honestly.
That's very true.
She's fine.
But I feel like she kind of would have been down to do it.
Lacey Chabert, they could have gotten her. I know she's free. Christmas is over.
Christmas is done. It's January. She's looking for work.
Girlie, you're not busy. You're not busy.
I actually have been watching a lot of Lacey Chabert movies, and I would have loved to see her in it.
No, that would have been an iconic cameo with Lindsay.
Also, wait, did you see that photo of Amanda Seyfried and Avantika?
Yes,
and they did the little titty grab?
Did. Loved it.
So cute. Why could they have not grabbed titties together in the movie?
They should have. She could have been like a little teacher or something. I don't know.
Oh my god, she could have been a meteorologist.
Oh my, shut up. Or like on the news, just in the background. That would have been so funny.
That would have been so good.
That would have been amazing. Okay, rewrite the movie.
I buy it. I think we might have to.
It only took him 30 days. I think we could do it.
We could do it. Literally February, it would be out.
No. All right. Watch out, world.
She's coming.
Oh, okay. My next thing is you were, in fact, quite represented in this movie. A lot, actually.
Like, as an Australian?
No.
By Gary Rice?
As an Annabel McConaughey. That's how you were so represented.
So true. Tell me how.
For starters, Damien is in fact getting dumplings.
Oh my god, I lost my mind. He's like, Flinch, I'm getting dumplings. I said, me too.
For the listeners at home who don't know, Annabelle has quite an obsession with dumplings.
Annabelle does have quite the obsession with dumplings. Since I've been back in Australia, I have been to my favorite dumpling place, Chinese Dumpling Master, as of last night, 5 times.
And how long have you been back in Australia?
3 weeks.
So you've been more than once a week, is what you're saying?
Absolutely, I have. And that's
iconic.
Also, that's not exclusively the only times I've eaten dumplings. I've got them from other places.
Good. And that is why you are so represented in this movie.
I truly am. I actually was saying the other day that, like, tag yourself, I'm Damien.
Yeah. Oh, what? Okay, this might not be Damien. I think it is. I didn't write it down, but the other thing is This is Leah Michelle playlist.
Oh my god.
On Spotify?
Yes, that is Gretchen.
Okay.
So
I
funny.
thought I was gonna say it was either Damien or Gretchen for me, but I couldn't remember.
I lost my mind in the theater. Gretchen has like a little list of playlists, and one of them says, "This is Leah Michelle." Leah Michelle's torso is literally in the background of the shot right now.
Gleek numero uno probably was losing her mind in the theater.
Gleek numero uno was rolling on the floor, singing louder by Leah Michelle.
I saw that and died. I'm like telling you, I feel like you might have had a hand in this movie, and I don't believe that you haven't.
No, I actually was trying to keep it close to my chest, but
This is the reveal.
This is the reveal. This is the promo. I did co-write it with Tina. Honored to be on the team.
And you were just on set giving suggestions all day.
Yeah. I was helping with the set dressing. I actually handed the phone to BB Wood before she recorded that scene. It was all my doing.
Of course. That's what I figured. And honestly, good for you, because that was so funny. Every time I, like, the two things, I was like, what the? This is a little too specific for me.
It was so specifically, me. You're so right.
You, yeah.
I loved it. I actually already have my 3rd Letterboxd review written for
oh my gosh.
me watching the movie today, and it was like, I need Gretchen to share that This is Leah Michelle playlist with me.
Annabelle, I really do hate to break your spirit. I'm pretty sure that's the Spotify curated playlist.
Damn
yeah.
it.
You could probably find it. I can send it to you after this.
Thank you. I think I need it.
Yeah.
That's so
now
funny.
Something that I did think about that I liked better in the musical movie version than the original.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Was during the talent show.
Yes.
I so much more preferred Damien performing the iconic theme song in French than Beautiful by Christina Aguilera.
100% agree. It was also so funny when I was watching it and reading the caption. I leaned over to my mom and I was like, I think those are the lyrics to Leave It All to Me, the iCarly theme song.
I was listening, or reading it, obviously, listening to it, and I was like, why the hell do I know all of these words? What is he singing?
I was like, surely it's not. I was like, it must be some other song called Leave It All to Me, and then I lost my mind when Tim
surely it
is.
Is the no, it was so funny and
so good.
So much better than Beautiful. By Christina Aguilera.
Yeah. The funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh
the black
God.
and white of it all as well. The noir.
Yes. Oh, it was so funny.
so good. Wait, yeah, one of my notes is the black and white French iCarly theme song. That's it.
Yes, that's such a good, that is the note. Literally, I think my note just says iCarly theme song, French.
I love that. Oh, wait, the note just before that, I completely forgot about this. Okay, the retelling just before Revenge Party, I think, when Damien's talking about how, like, Regina really set up Janice, the retelling with the dolls.
Oh my God, yes.
Obsessed with that.
No, it was so good. I forgot about that too.
Me too. I also like the new story, like the pyromaniac story.
Yeah. The pyromaniac versus literally no well, there was
just like the
a
lesbian
story,
pool
but it was
party.
just, yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah.
I can't invite you to the pool party.
Oh my God. Okay, Rachel McAdams.
Oh, that's the one thing I did want to say in terms of comparing the two.
Yes.
And I wrote this when I was taking notes on the original.
Okay, yeah.
And it is, in fact, I'm sorry, Renee, you will never be Rachel. Because
I mean, that's true.
I truly feel like the Regina, everybody has our names.
Yeah,
and I'm
what? That's
confusing
actually a crazy casting choice.
I feel like the Regina in the musical movie versus Regina in the 2004 are two completely different bullies.
100%.
Which loved. I like the different, like, takes on the character.
I agree.
But I do think that the Regina in the original was more, like, impactful than as a bully than Renee's Regina.
I agree. I mean, I feel like Rachel McAdams kind of redid the wheel. She, like, made the blueprint for what it's like to be a bully on screen.
No, true. And I feel like she made, like, she has probably inspired so many movies.
Oh, absolutely.
From Mean Girls. And I know in my heart that I would probably be scared of her in high school.
No, 100%. I'd be terrified. I wouldn't speak to the woman.
Whereas I feel like I wouldn't be that scared of Renee.
I feel like I'd want to be friends with her.
No, literally, I'd be like, I can make her nice. Like, she'll be fine. Or, like, she'll be nice to me. It'll be okay.
It'll be okay. We can talk shit about everyone else together.
Yeah, but versus, like, Rachel McAdams just has it down. Like, she really does.
I agree. But then I also did appreciate that Renee didn't even, like, didn't try to do that thing.
Yeah,
she
couldn't
would have
agree
failed.
more. They're completely different characters.
I also love how in love with Rachel McAdams Renee Rapp is.
No, I did too.
I'm obsessed with that, and I am rooting for them.
So good.
Yeah.
So the next thing that I did want to bring up, and this kind of is actually more in the beginning, is where the hell did her dad go?
Yes, I have clocked that. I cannot remember in the musical whether or not she has a father. I think she does. I'm pretty sure the both of them are on the reserve in Africa, so they've just taken him away for this movie.
I was gonna say, was it a budget issue? Like,
they couldn't afford a man. No man in the house.
Because also, I feel like in the original, the parent dynamic is, like, spot on in terms of, like, the mother being a little more strict and the dad sort of kind of, like, giving her leeway, and, like, it sort of was a nice balance of parenting versus, like, Pam
just
Beasley over here, just like
little Pammy being like, you're learning things now that I don't know how to teach you.
God, I've heard that line so many times. I can't even.
The 7 million times the trailer is played. Absolutely.
Literally. But I mean, I love Jenna Fisher. I thought she was such a cute little mommy. And I would have loved to see a daddy in the picture too, because I feel like spread the wealth on parenting, like good cop, bad cop versus.
True. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased, but I was like, oh, it's cute that she's got a single mom.
Oh my God. Yeah, of course it is, because that's your life.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, same, baby. Same, little girl.
I mean, I loved it. I did. I was just like, where the hell did I didn't even remember her having a dad until I rewatched the movie, honestly.
Yeah, the janitor from Scrubs.
The dad from Hoot.
Sure. You know what? We've both got our cultural staples.
Amen, baby.
Amen. I did like, so I don't know why, but growing up, I quite truly wanted Katie's mom and dad.
Shut up. I mean, she's kind of a bitch.
I hated the woman. Also, she is the one who keeps popping up in your life. Do you remember Anna Gastaya?
Wait, is she?
Yeah. That's her.
My stalker. I didn't even know it.
She found you again.
Of course she is. I'm John the
I know.
Right now.
Anna Gastaya revealed. She's been following men for years.
I think you've just changed my mind.
That's what I wanted to do today.
I did not know that was
Got
her.
the cameras out.
I kind of hate that. I won't lie to you. What?
Yeah.
The hell?
I know. But see, I've got that woman's Christmas album saved. Love the woman. I hated her in Mean Girls 2004 in 2004. Rewatching it, I was like, okay, yeah, she's just being a mom. But I think
she is just being a mom.
I was 6.
She's a little strict.
I was like, okay, back off. Let her throw a party. Let her hide your vase.
It was definitely a lot more. I was gonna say she hides the vase in the original, but they break it in the new one.
Yeah, they also break it in the musical.
I was mad that they broke it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I would kill everybody in that room right now.
That's so... Actually, you know what? I would too. I remember one time I didn't throw a party. I had a friend over and she picked up one of my vases and I yelled at her.
Yeah. Who in the right mind?
Like, literally don't touch other people's property. I'm so sorry.
Party's over. Go home.
Jinx.
The other thing I really hated about the musical movie.
Yes.
The good old Elf sponsorship.
Oh my god, everywhere.
I'm sorry.
What lip shade is that?
Shut up. I'm sorry. In what world?
No, also, like, who's using Elf? I'm so sorry.
When are we going to learn how to put sponsorships in a movie
Subtly.
and make it appropriate? Like,
yeah.
This isn't an ad. I'm sorry.
About Elf. I'm like, are you serious? I can take a close-up shot of an Elf lip kit.
Sure, I'll forgive it. I will forgive it.
But actually having a physical line saying, what lip shade is that? Oh, it's Elf 5.3. Like, I don't care.
Nope. It is disgusting. I literally cringed at that scene. And
I'm also so sorry
angry.
that lip color was terrible. So if anything, I'm never going to Sephora and looking at Elf.
No, Elf did not do their job. Sorry.
They
and
did
honestly, it makes me hate Elf. If anything, I'm going to use the grilled cheese makeup that Karen was using instead of...
Me too. Wait, also, I just feel like we need to talk about cast in general. What did we think of Avantika, Baby Wood,
Okay, BB Wood?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Love her.
Amazing.
Love her.
A star.
So
genuinely.
Good. Yeah.
A great choice for Gretchen.
Agreed.
She was phenomenal. I loved her. I thought she was so funny, but she played the like frustrated friend so well.
Little unhinged.
A great actress.
Yeah. I also really like What's Wrong With Me? Such a cute little song.
So BB Wood was phenomenal. Avantika, I thought she was great. I thought she was a great actress. Mm-hmm. I just think that Karen in this was nothing compared to Karen in the original.
Okay, I completely agree. I like Avantika. I followed her on Instagram for a while. Star of a single episode of Sex Lives of College Girls. Star of senior year. I agree. I think also that some of the lines were just like a bit overplayed. It's hard because they're so iconic, but I was like, rated in baby girl. But also it's difficult because Amanda Seyfried is so good.
I feel like they took out the humanity of Karen though.
Agreed.
In terms of
she was just like a stereotype.
And she also like didn't get upset about anything at all.
True. Yeah.
Whereas like Amanda Seyfried in the original was very clearly upset with Regina as well.
Mm-hmm. And that's actually that's in the musical as well. Kate Rockwell plays Karen, and she's so good. And there's like a full moment when Regina says like, oh, is the liquor going for I've slept with 11 people? And she gets really upset and then gets like a whole little segment in a song that was cut about it.
Yeah. Also, Karen was the whole original movie is consistently calling Karen a slut.
Yes.
And how she's always sleeping with different men, and like she doesn't, Amanda Seyfried plays it as like she's proud of it in the beginning, but then when Regina starts like pushing on it, she gets pissed.
Yeah.
And that entire facet of her personality was taken out of the musical movie.
Yeah. And also it was in the musical and also taken out of that, so that's weird.
I feel like they really just made her a 2D character almost. And
I agree.
I that's the one issue I had with Karen.
I agree. She looked great though.
No, she looked great, and she was funny. Like the lines that she gave were funny.
Also, like in the background, her eyes were going crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah, she was great. Great. It wasn't her fault remotely. Avantica's fault.
Also,
it was.
She's 18 years old.
Definitely the writers.
How crazy
Wait,
is that?
Really?
Yes.
I won't lie. That makes me want to vomit.
No, she said that in an interview, and I said, "Excuse me." I hate that.
See it, but do I like it?
I don't.
No, I don't like it.
I see it. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't got it.
And then another thing that I am upset about them taking out of the... Okay, you've seen it more than I have, so refresh my memory.
Yes.
In the musical movie, do they do a whole montage of like Regina George with like the one time she punched me in the face? It was awesome.
No, they do not.
I thought so, and I was devastated watching the original again, because I was like, this is Regina. Like this makes and sets up the character so well.
Yeah. And it happens in the musical, actually.
Does it?
Yeah.
Of course it does.
Everyone like comes to the front and says something, but that does not happen here.
I was so angry that when I was watching the original, I was like, I do not remember the scene in the musical movie, and it needs to be there. It needs it.
Yeah, that's something I clocked the first time watching it and then forgot the second time I watched it. But no, for sure. They even could have done it as like a TikTok thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
They love to use the TikTok.
Why did they get rid of Coach Carr being a pedophile?
Sleeping with Trey Pack?
Trang Pak,
yeah. I don't know. Maybe John Hamm didn't want that for his brand.
Maybe. He can't be seen as a pedophile. I don't know.
Yeah, even though I'm pretty sure he is an Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, but okay.
And he also plays like murderers. Like, what's the difference?
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a good point. I don't know. Another montage as well that I missed, them trying to catch Regina.
Oh my god, in the auditorium booth?
I missed that.
Yes, I agree. Because it's... What did they do in the musical movie? She just like tells him, doesn't she?
Yeah, she just tells him straight up, and then he goes and sees them in the closet, and then Renee does like a fun little pose, which iconic, loved that. But
iconic, but come on,
I wanted the like attempts to
trying
catch.
to trick him, like the swim practices in the auditorium booth.
Yeah, so funny.
Or like how they keep calling it like the what is it called? It's like the lighting booth on top of the auditorium or something like that. And projection booth on top of the auditorium. And even when like he's walking away, she's like, oh, like I think he's heading to the projection booth on the top of the auditorium. Like that's so good. Funny.
Also, why did they change the location to a whole closet? They could have still done it in the projection booth.
Yeah. Maybe the school they were filming at didn't have a projection booth.
They were filming at a old boys Catholic school,
so they definitely don't have a projection booth.
Yeah. But no, I missed that. Also, this is an addition to the musical. They catch Regina and Shane Oman in the mascot costume, like they're having sex inside the North Shore Lions mascot costume, and it's so funny. And I wanted that as well. Good. Yeah, I was like one of them. Really good. Keep the projection room, keep the North Shore Lions costume. Don't nix both of them.
One thing I didn't not like, but felt like the original movie did a little better than the musical movie.
Yes,
is Gretchen and Damien. When I was watching the musical movie, and like they're trying to like recruit Katie to like spy on the plastics.
Yes.
I was in my head, I'm like, why the hell would Katie do this? Because she barely knows the people. Like this is like her first day. Why would she like agree to do this for these random ass strangers? She doesn't know them remotely. But in the original, I feel like they really established the relationship between Gretchen and Damien with Regina, or with Katie, so much more that it's like, well, of course they're friends. That's why she's spying on the plastics for them. Yeah. But I didn't feel like they were friends in the musical movie. I don't know. It just felt
no. That's a good point. They did kind of gloss over it. I didn't really think about it, but because I just like know the story. That's what I feel like most people go into looking at it. But for some reason, it really hit me. I was like, she barely knows these people. Why is she spying on the plastics for them? That's true. I think I think to change things from the movie to the musical, they just kind of like glossed over a bunch of stuff, because musicals, you just like tell things in a different way, whatever, you don't need to like, but then retranslating that to the movie, they just kind of left some stuff out.
And another question I have for you, if you remember, in the musical movie, is Karen nominated for Spring Fling Queen?
Oh, good question. Ooh, I don't remember.
Because she's not in the original, and they say it's because she's a slut. But is she in the new one? I feel like she was.
I feel like I remember her being on stage at the end.
Yeah, I have a vague memory. I'm pretty sure she's in between Gretchen and Regina. All three of the plastics being nominated.
Yeah, for memory, she's in the middle. I think she is.
So, wait.
She definitely is.
Watch it.
She definitely is.
Okay, I thought she was, which it just proves the point of them getting rid of that storyline for Karen and making her even more 2D, because that was the reason why she wasn't nominated in the original. But
did they just want to include less slut shaming? To be like PC?
They had to have, like 100%. This movie definitely played it a little more safe than the original did.
Absolutely.
And
then the musical did. They cut out a bunch of stuff to be more PC from the musical.
When did the musical come out?
2018.
Okay, that's pretty recent.
They also in Sexy cut out Sexy Rosa Parks, and I don't know if that was to be PC or they couldn't find a person of color. Well, I don't know.
This version was a lot more less racist than the original.
Agreed. I kind of forgot the original was like kind of racist, kind of ableist.
Yeah.
Because I probably didn't even realize ableism existed when I was 6. Now I do. And they definitely cut a lot of that out, which, like, good.
It's fine. But some of it, not the racism. Honestly, the racism was probably good that they cut out.
Really?
But I feel like I'm a man, so I don't know how much I can comment on this, but I feel like some of the slut shaming could have been okay, because I feel like in the 2004 one, they kind of hound on how it's not okay to call each other sluts.
Yeah, I don't think anyone watches the movie and leaves and is like, I'm going to slut shame my friend.
No, exactly. They basically point out that it's not okay to do that in the original, so I don't know why they couldn't do that again. Did they think that slut shaming vanished?
It's over.
Did they solve it in 2004?
They actually did.
So
hasn't happened since.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if anything, they could have like made Karen somebody who sleeps around with a lot of people, and then been like, "Go girl, like that's iconic of you," or something.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree.
I don't know. Just felt like this one played it a little too safe in terms of like insulting each other.
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel like the girls weren't that mean.
No, I saw this one tweet that said like, watching the new Mean Girls and realizing that they're all acting like the people in my life, and I was like, that's true. Like they're not horrible.
Yeah, they're
not
fine.
Awful people.
I'd be friends with them.
Some of the things they do in the original, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Also, Regina didn't really talk behind anyone's back.
No.
She didn't call anyone's skirt fugly.
Okay, the one thing that I didn't like in the movie remake versus the original, that actually kind of makes Regina worse, is when they're at the Halloween party and she's like texting Gretchen and says who invited her about Katie, whereas like she knew that she was coming in the original.
Yeah. That's true.
That kind of makes Regina a little worse, but still, I don't know.
Yeah. I can't remember. I don't think anyone texts in the musical at that scene.
No. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, do they text in the musical?
They do text in the musical, and it's really funny because Karen's always giving people Caucasian thumbs up.
That's funny.
And it was I love Karen in the musical. This is my least favorite iteration of Karen, but it's not Avantika's fault.
No, it's not her fault at all, and it makes me sad because the character is probably the funniest character in the original, and
she's so good.
They just kind of ruined it in the new one.
Yeah. Oh, my notes are such a little mess because I was just furiously typing in the middle of the cinema. I think I've got all of my general ones down. Oh, except I wrote down vegan confident Joanne's instead of sloppy Joe's. I thought that was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
That is, yeah. I feel like the only notes that I have left are like the things that were missing quote wise because they were just so iconic that I can't believe they would completely forget them.
I have like changes from the movie, changes to the musical. What are the quotes that were missing?
So the biggest one of the I feel like really underrated ones that made me laugh really hard when I watched the original was when they're in the bathroom talking to Katie and Damien goes, "Oh my God, Danny DeVito, I love your work."
Wait, no, okay, Danny DeVito was cut and I was really upset about it. That was the first thing I said to my mom. I love Danny DeVito, I love your work. And that is in the musical.
So they could have easily put it in the movie.
Yeah, what the hell was it?
I laughed so hard at that line.
It's so good. Danny DeVito, I love your work.
Where did it go?
Where's Danny?
Where's Danny?
What the hell's Danny?
That would have been a great cameo.
Wait, Danny DeVito cameo? Would have slaughtered. He's actually in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. So I was really missing that line. What are some changes for you?
From the movie?
Or for anything.
I like that they used lard instead of foot cream for Regina's.
Yes, because in my head I was like, foot cream would probably do fine. It's foot cream moisturizer. Like that'd be fine on your face.
I would use it.
Yeah. And it smells like peppermint. So like
lovely, exactly.
You're so lucky.
But lard will make you break out.
No, absolutely. That was so much smarter, I thought.
Yeah. Oh. I said that I liked that Katie owned up to the house party to her mom. And I liked
in the new one, yeah.
Yeah. And I liked that they had like that little moment. Like I feel like she seemed closer with her
I thought it was cute. Yeah, I agree. It kind of they can do that cute little establishing relationship with her mother, but they can still create an awful character with Karen. So it's sort of like a interesting. Pick your battles, I guess. I don't know. Like what?
Changes from the movie and the musical. Right. That the burn book was shared via the phone and not with a photocopier.
Is that what they did in the new one? I was literally trying to remember how did Regina
so there was the physical burn book that they like explained away saying like that was the week they didn't have phones. And then Regina comes in the middle of world burn. I mean, you're distracted by world burn, fair enough. She just kind of chucks it in the middle of the hallway and then people pick it up and take photos of it and start sharing it on social media.
Oh, okay. I feel like, that's a great way to modernize it because I remember Tina Fey saying in an interview that they were gonna not use a physical book, but all of like the kids were like, no, you have to use a physical book, which I agree. I'm glad that they stuck with a physical burn book. Yeah. But I think that was probably a good way to modernize it because obviously she's not going to go to a freaking photocopier and just copy all
in the musical she does go to a photocopier, and when I was showing Clam the bootleg, she was like, why is she photocopying? It's 2018.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I was like, you're right.
That's who Tina Fey made that choice for.
She did it for Clammy Crawford.
Clammy Crawford. Amen, baby.
Amen. And then when I think it's during I'd Rather Be Me when Ali is singing and we don't actually see whether or not Katie pushed Regina in front of the bus. I liked that.
I do too, because it sort of like fueled the rumor of her pushing her versus the original where it's so obvious that she didn't.
She definitely, absolutely did not. So I was like, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. Can we backtrack a little bit and talk about Ali Cravalho for a hot sec?
Love she was insane. She stole the show.
That was the literal standout.
No, 100%.
The highlight of the movie.
I walked in knowing Renee was going to slaughter. I thought, is it? I don't know how to say her name. Ali, I think. I was just watching a Moana video looking up how to pronounce her name. Everyone says it differently. I don't know. Miss Cravalho. Insane. I knew she was going to be good. love How Far I'll Go. Grammy award-winning song.
No, right? She plays Moana so perfectly.
So well. Saw her in Rise. We're not going to talk about Rise, but she was good. She was insane as Janice.
I feel like I had no expectations of what she was going to be like going into this.
Yeah.
And I was literally blown away. Like, that was the best performance I've seen in a musical in a very long time.
So good. Voice, incredible, insane.
Oh,
acting,
my God.
I, like, loved Janice.
Yeah. No, literally, I probably felt the most for her character.
Me too. I love Lizzie Kaplan. Would probably die for her. She kills in the movie. I feel like, as Janice, would I want her as a friend? Maybe not.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, but I want Ellie Cravalho to be my friend.
Absolutely.
Like, I would do anything to make her feel better after I pissed her off for not going to her art show.
Absolutely.
She was so damn good.
So good. Insane. I also loved, I don't know his name, the guy who played Damien, who was in A Strange Loop on Broadway.
Yes. He was great too.
He was great.
He was really great too.
But no, 100%, Ellie Cravalho was my number one standout.
Yes,
So
yes,
good.
me too.
And that's big shoes to fill, because I also am obsessed with Barrett Albert-Wade. Would take a bullet for her, who played Janice in Mean Girls on Broadway.
Yeah.
She was also Veronica in Heathers the musical. So, like, love the woman. But love.
Would you say that this is your favorite portrayal of Janice from Mean Girls?
That's such a tough question. Probably.
I feel like if we're gonna go in a world where choosing the plastics or choosing Damien or Janice are like equal bad, then obviously Lizzie Kaplan takes the crown. But
yeah.
I think if we're trying to make Janice a little more human and a little more of the good guy, Ellie Cravalho's winning.
Agree. Also, love that Janice is finally a lesbian.
Oh wait, yeah, because she's in the original, they go to Spring Fling together, her and Damien.
Yeah, and then
that's like the extent.
Ends up with Kevin G.
Yeah, does she?
Yes, they make out at the end.
I don't even remember that. Oh my god. Okay, so I think the original was just a little more homophobic than.
Yeah, or she was like in the closet. During high school.
Yeah. But like that's supposed to be subtext that we're supposed to make up on our own.
Exactly. Whereas now I know she's gay.
It's okay. Yeah, that was good.
I don't think
agree.
she's gay in the musical.
I for some reason thought she was in the movie. I don't remember her making
there's
out with Ken
no
G.
world where she shouldn't be a lesbian, or at least
Jesus Christ,
in the LGBTQA plus spectrum.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. Another plot point, don't know if I'd call it that's missing from the musical movie is very clearly, where is Karen's ESPN?
So true. There's a lot missing from Karen, but mainly her psychic tits.
Her breasts can tell the weather, and boy, if I didn't see that, I literally cried walking out because I was so mad. That was
you didn't know whether or not it was already raining because she didn't tell you.
How am I supposed to know?
Yeah. No, I agree.
I was so mad that they didn't include that part of Karen because that's so funny. So funny. Who the hell thought of that?
I want to be in that writer's room, and I need to know who pitched psychic weather tits.
Literally. It's so funny. And then one of the other lines that I feel like might be because they were trying to do a lot less slut shaming in the new one.
Yeah.
Is when they're on that. Sorry. Let me backtrack a little bit.
Please do.
I think what really skyrocketed and made the original one so perfect as to what it is the fact that like the use of technology in terms of like the 4-way calls and the 3-way calls where they're listening in on each other's conversation, that doesn't happen in the new one. And
does anyone call anyone?
I don't think so.
There's not even like a FaceTime.
I think it's all texting.
Yeah.
And they should have utilized that because they also didn't include this line, I think, because of the slut shaming. But when Karen is on that 4-way call and she's trying to hang out with people and she's like, I can't go. Yeah. I'm sick. And good old Regina is like, boo, you whore.
Yeah.
Like that was probably one of the most quoted lines in like my high school life.
No, same.
So.
And in an interview, Renee said that that's her favorite line from the movie.
I don't know how they could cut that. And I think it might just be because they didn't want to use the word slut and they didn't want to use the word whore.
That's so annoying.
But I mean, who knows? Maybe there's another reason that they cut it.
Damn. I kind of hate that.
I know, right?
I don't think it's in the musical either.
It's like, I truly, like, I feel like I've heard the words boo you whore more in my education life more than anything.
Every single damn day.
Yeah, it was like the line for our generation.
No, you're so right. I forgot that wasn't in there.
Yeah, when I rewatched that, I was like, oh my god, I'm getting flashbacks to war.
So true. Yeah, no, what the hell was that? That's so right. I don't know if I have any other full notes. I think that's most of them.
Yeah, honestly, same for me.
Yeah. Love that they watched the same scary movie on Halloween.
Yeah. I did clock that when I was watching the original again.
Yeah. This is a very minute change from the movie, but why on her first maths exam, when Aaron's like, oh, it looks like you're doing pretty well, does she get a 96 in the new one and get a 98 in 2004? Why is she dumber?
Maybe because people are like, a 96 is not that good. She needs to do better.
Maybe.
No, I'm not gonna lie, Annabelle. When she was getting her exams back, and in the original, that when I was watching it, and she was getting like a 96, I was like, why is she joining math leads? I could probably guess that there are smarter people in that class.
Yeah.
Like a 96, sure, that's really well, but I could guarantee there are probably people getting hundreds.
Yeah, she's not gonna be the best of the best.
Maybe that's why they bumped it up to 98, because it did cross my mind. I was like, 96, that's okay.
It's fine. But I was like, interesting. Do they think she looks smarter?
Maybe. I feel like it was a good choice, honestly, because it didn't cross my mind when I watched the movie musical, but it did when I watched the original. Final verdict, is the original movie better than the movie musical?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes, but not like by an insane amount.
No, it's not miles better. But
I also think that
it is better.
I'm happy in my mind having them as two different entities because it's so different. But also,
it is so different. And the characters are some of them, not all of them, are different. Like, Janice is so different. Regina's so different.
Yeah.
So it is very different. My only thing about, like, I think why Mean Girls 2004 worked so well is because of the times and the technology that existed. So it's hard to mess with perfection.
That's true. Yeah. What I like about this version is that I'm like, it's clear that everyone who's making it is a fan. Like, everyone loves the original so much and has put like so much time and effort and care into doing it that it kind of almost feels like, you know, like a Rocky Horror watch along. It kind of feels like that in a good way.
Yeah. And I want to say one last thing, and I feel like you might not agree with me, and I just want to do it because I feel like this is what's getting the most hate.
Okay, yes.
From the movie musical.
Are you going to talk about Christopher Bridie's face?
I'm not, actually. Even though that is getting a lot of hate.
And it should.
I wanted to talk about Angourie Rice because...
Let's talk about Angourie.
I know she's not the best singer in the world.
No.
I love her as an actress, and I think she was.
I loved her as Katie
Heron.
If we're talking acting, she's better than Lindsay Lohan, and that's a crazy take.
I agree. Okay. Oh my god, yes. When I was watching the original, I was like, Lindsay cannot act.
Yeah, I also liked Christopher Bridie better than
Jonathan Bennett.
Jonathan, not Joshua.
Jonathan, yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah,
I feel like because Angourie Rice is getting so much hate right now for being Katie Heron, and I just want to put it out there that I think she's phenomenal. I love Angourie Rice.
Me too.
Everybody watch Honor Society right now.
Honor Society's incredible.
She's so good at that.
Also, we went through a day we were just like really obsessed with her, did a deep dive into her Instagram, and like really became invested in the relationship between her and her ex-boyfriend.
I forgot about that.
That was the day that I was watching Honor Society.
That was such a good day.
It was such a good day.
I love Angourie Rice.
I love Angourie Rice.
I think she is a perfect Katie Heron.
And I agree with Renee Rapp. I'd like to thank Angourie Rice for her hair in Mare of Easttown.
Stop. Not her hair.
But I didn't realize she was getting hate. I think she kills.
Yeah. I thought she killed too, and when I was seeing those, I was like, there's literally no way we watched the same movie, because Angourie Rice is phenomenal.
No, she's so good. I loved her. And also, yeah, we haven't talked about it, but Christopher Bridie, I mean, yeah, they cut Olive Aaron singing, and you know what? They should have done that for Cameron Dallas on Broadway too.
Probably a reason they did that, yeah.
Absolutely. He doesn't want to sing. He probably can't. Let the man not sing. It's fine. Yeah. Aaron has quite literally like 3 lines in the musical anyway. But I loved him as Aaron.
I also, he's been getting a lot of hate just
mainly
for his looks alone,
physical presence. Yeah, you're one of them, Ben.
His face. I am, because I don't know what it is about this movie. He does not look the same as he normally does in life.
I think I agree with that in one song, and that is Stupid with Love. They do.
Okay, maybe that's what is in my head.
Yeah, because that's also what's in the trailer. I think it's just like the lighting's weird. They like, the little wind machine is just like not flattering. I don't know, but I think I love him.
That is one of the notes that I did breeze past. His hair does not look sexy pushed back.
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
Yeah.
Hide that forehead, Christopher.
Push it forward, baby. Push it forward. No, honestly, I think everyone was hot in this movie.
I agree. I think people are being a little harsh on Christopher Bridie because he's not, as a person, ugly. But he is not the best he's ever looked in this movie.
I love him. Christopher Bridie,
that's okay.
If you're watching
allowed
this,
to.
I'm just letting you know I'm here.
Her number is...
+61. No. I love the boy. Love him. And some of his little line readings were so cute. I love him.
No, he's a great actor, and he was good as a it
was so cute. His little when she shows up in a scary Halloween costume, I lost my little mind. I loved it.
But overall, I loved the movie musical.
Loved it.
Thought it was great.
Yeah, I was quite truly terrified as a fan of both previous iterations, but loved it.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad.
Yes. We both gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. And that's our opinions. I did give the original Mean Girls a 9. I think you gave it an 8.
I did give it an 8, but if I'm able to do increments, I would give the original an 8.5.
Slightly, yeah. I feel like my 9 comes from sort of nostalgia too. So
I was, for some reason, no, I know the reason. Mean Girls kind of scared me as a kid. I watched it because I was a Lindsay diehard. All of the like lion scenes really terrified me. So I didn't have as much of a nostalgic attachment to it because I feared it. But then I rewatched it and said, wait, this movie kills.
Yeah, it does.
Love it.
But I think that's it.
I think that is it. I don't think I could squeeze anything else from...
No, we have squeezed the lemon.
It's truly juiceless. Well, is it time?
We know what that means.
I think I know what that means.
Why don't you lead us off?
All right. Well, sick.
See
you next Tuesday.